If any of you have ever, done spark plugs on these or changed a O2 sensor back there, or even had to work in the back of that motor somewhere, you know that you have to take this off or you're in for a real hard job back there. This takes about 15 minutes to take off. You've got 6 of these right here. These are T20s. So there's one there, one there, one there, and then there's 3 more on the other side, exact same spots. Once you get those loose, you can go ahead and just pull this cover up right here, like that. And then these are, I believe, 15 millimeters. All right, yep, I was right, 15 millimeters. And they pretty much come right off. Sorry for the focus. There you go. I set everything down here in this little spot. And to get the wiper off, you just grab it and you just yank up and down. Like that. And it just comes right off. Then you can take it and stick it in the back of the car right here. Oh, and by the way, before you remove that wiper assembly, put these back seats down. If you're worried about dirt, throw a blanket over it, and then you can just pick that whole assembly up and set it right here, and then you can close the door and lock it up. Nobody will bother it. So let's go ahead and I'm going to get the other side, and I'm also going to pull all these screws off right here. Pull all these out. So let me get that done and I'll show it to you. Alright, I got all my T20s, Torx Tip 20 screws out. I'll just put them right there. I'm going to go get the other wiper off. I had a rather unpleasant experience sometime this week. I usually leave my garage door open, and somebody decided that they wanted to help themselves to my metric wrench set. I mean, everything in the garage they stole, and there was an SAE sitting right next to it. They didn't grab it, but they grabbed my metric wrench set. Needless to say, I've been a little pissed off the last couple of days. So you just grab it, wiggle it, it comes right off. So, ordered up a new wrench set on Amazon, and we have Prime, so should be here in 2 days. Thank goodness I have a Harbor Freight right down the street, so I can go get stuff as I need it. All right, after you get that off, you've got these little things down in here, and they twist. I don't put them on, I just leave them off right here. A lot of times these get stripped out right here, the little Phillips head screw thing. They're just plastic. I leave them off and I've never had a problem with them flying off the car or anything. So I don't even put them on anymore, I just put them there. Once you get to this point, then you can just lift this up like this, and you can get one side up over here. You gotta kind of bow it a little bit and then push it off to the side. And you can lift this side up, and you have to disconnect this. I'm sorry about that, forgot about that. Then you pull this through right here like that. That's your window wiper thingy, by the way. And you pick this up and just slide it off to the side. Alright, you can either leave it like that, which I don't recommend, or you can put it in the car, and I usually put it in the car. So we'll just grab this and we'll stick it right in here with the other stuff. Alright, now a lot of people, when they go to take this off, they take these off, and then they take these off, and then they take the nuts down inside down there off. Let me back out a little bit. There we go. So you have 4 bolts like this. You have one here, you have one there, and you got one over there. And then the last one is on the same spot as the other one. And then you have these 4 10 millimeters right here. only take these top 4 10mm off, and those ones down there. All right, next thing you do is take these, by the way, they're 13, so there we go, got that one. And just set it right down there in your little tower. Go ahead and finish these off. Set them down here too. That way you know exactly where they're at when you go to put this back on. Sometimes I put them back on here, but after a long time I just put them there. It was a lot easier. So let's go get those other two out of the middle. All right, I've already loosened it up. Let's go get this other one. Grab that, drop it in there. I've already broke them all loose, so I usually just take them out. Alright, once you get them out, come here, there you go. You can set them right down here in the tower with the rest of your miscellaneous parts. Go ahead and get them all. These are 10mm. Go ahead and take those all off and set those down in here too. Then it comes down to this connector. Usually it's up on here, but mine broke off a long time ago, so I just let it hang and I've never had a problem with it. You gotta press this red tab up. Sometimes it takes 2 fingers or a little screwdriver to twist it a little bit. And once you get the tab up, then you can push this tab down and just give it a pull. The other thing you need to do is you need to pull this down right here. That's your water drain and fresh air vent drain right there. There's one on the other side. You got to pull it down too. All right, now you've got those 4 bolts out of the corners. You got the 4 10mm off the top. You've got your power disconnected. You got your drain hoses on both sides disconnected, and you have your window washer tube disconnected and your top off. Now all you have to do is literally just pick this thing up right here. Now if you had taken these ones off, then putting it back on would be really difficult, but with these 4 left on, this whole thing just hangs. You just pick it right up here in the middle, either by the wiper motor, or you can use one each there and pick it up and then put it over in your in the back on your seats. So I need 2 hands to do that. I've done it one-handed before, but I have my trusty light in the way, so I can't do it for you. All right, that's it. I just picked it up and I set it right there with 2 hands. Sometimes I just reach over here and grab it here like that and pick it up, and I walk it over to here and I just set it in here like this. Ta-da! And clears the door too, by the way. There we go. All right, now you can get access to the back of the motor. All right, good morning YouTubers. I'm back at this morning. And what I'm going to do now is put the wiper assembly on up there. And basically the way you do that is go ahead and you grab it right in here somewhere so it's balanced. And then you lift it up into the engine bay. And then you take these and you set them on those. There's 4 of them. And then put the 10mm nuts on. All right, once you get one side on, then you can walk over and put the other side on like that, and it just sets in there. And then before you tighten those down, you can put the nuts on them, and then put your 4 bolts in there. So let's get those done. All right, then take your bolts, set it on a couple of extensions. It's 13mm bolt, by the way. And don't tighten them up until you get all of them in. Then you can tighten up your nuts and all your bolts. All right, let's see if I can get this in without dropping it. There we go. Those extensions really help. I used to do that by putting my hand in there, and oh man, I tell you what, that's a tight fit. I found it so much easier to do it this way. Alright, after you get all 4 in, then grab your little ratchet and then snug up all the bottom ones. Just like that. Then get your 10mm socket. Those are 13s again. Get your 10mm and tighten up those 4. Alright, here we go. And I usually just leave a 3-inch extension on it. It makes it a little easier to reach over the bracket that the nut is holding down. So now we're gonna go put the little tubing in on this other side over here. There's 2. There's one on each side down here that you need to hook up. And they just push up in there. Then you can hook up your electrical here. And if you have a clip that's up here, then you can go ahead and slide it on there. It just slides on that way. Mine's off and I broke it, so I was going to try to put it on. Now I got to go find the darn thing. So anyways, let's go ahead and get the top on. Alright, the next thing you do is you grab your top piece and you put it up on your windshield like that, and just slide it over. And you're going to actually have to take this and bow it like this in order to get it to come in here. So let's see, let me see if I can't get some of it in here for you. And you just slip that there like that. And you come over to this side and you bow it up and you force it in here over this. Now these right here are about the most worthless little things there are on this whole thing. I wouldn't even bother with them. They're set up for Phillips, but they're just a waste of time. Alright, now once you've got it set in there, then you can lift back up on this, and there's a little tube right here with a grommet on it. And that goes through this little hole right here. Stick that in there, and you push down on it, and you make sure it comes all the way through like that and sits. Then you just connect this tube to this tube right here, and that's your window washer. Alright, once you get that connected up, then you can go ahead and push this back down here, wiggle it around till it sits. And then you have 6 T20 screws that go in here. There's one there, and there's one there, one there, one there, and one there. And there's, I must have missed one. I think it's over here. Yeah, it's right there. Okay, so put those in there and tighten them down. Okay, before you tighten all the screws down, make sure that this little weather stripping right here is up under the lip where it needs to be. All you have to do is put a screwdriver underneath it and kind of pull it out and tuck it in like that, and make sure it's that way all the way across. Then you can go ahead and tighten all your torque tips down. Those are T20s, by the way. Alright, I want to show you an old mechanics trick. Get some 90 proof alcohol or better, isopropyl alcohol, rubbing alcohol. Soak a paper towel with it or a rag, and wipe off your wiper blades. Preferably silicone blades, but it'll work on other blades too. What it does is it just removes all the grit and grime and stuff on the blades, and it makes them wipe better and last a little bit longer. So anyways, with that said, let's go ahead and get these wipers on. To get the wiper on, and I already did this blade, by the way, you just push this down towards the thing as far towards the wiper assemblies will go, and then just push it on, and then put your 15mm nut on there, grab your little stubby ratchet and just snug it up. That's it. And then put your it for tightening, and just grab your little thing here and stuff it in here like this and snap it on. That blade is done. Do the same thing for the other side, and your wiper assembly is now installed. Don't forget, hook this up right here and snap this down here. And then if you have a slide lock here, like I just lost mine earlier, then there's a little groove right there for it to slip onto like this. Boom, and it'll hold it. I think I'm gonna have to replace mine or put a zip tie there. Mine's been off for years. It doesn't really matter, I guess, but when this is connected all the way, just push down on this red tab. If the red tab won't go in, then it's not pushed in far enough. So the other thing is check your connections inside, make sure they're clean. I already did, mine are fine. So all right, you guys, you have a good one. That's how to do your wiper assembly. Take it off so you can do maintenance behind your engine or whatever you need to do back there, or if you just want to clean up inside there a little bit, get leaves and crap that might get up in there. Y'all have a good one. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you like more Caravan videos. Talk with you later. Bye.